Hello everyone and welcome to my F1 2026 predictions. I'm going to start off at the back with the teams, and then I'll do top 10 from the back to the front, and then I'll make some other predictions. So starting off with the teams, I think that Audi is going to finish last. They're going to have a terrible season, I think. So yeah. And then in P10, I think that Alpine is going to finish. Not a lot of points ahead of Audi. And then in P9, I think we're going to find Cadillac. And then P8 goes, I think it goes to Aston Martin. And then P7, I think Racing Bulls. And then in P6, Haas. All the way up there. And then in P5, I think we're going to find Ferrari. Not actually what I want. I want them to finish at least top 3, but that's never going to happen, to be honest. And then in P4, I think we're going to have the team Williams. I think they're going to be making a comeback. They're going to make a car almost as quick as the 1992 Williams was, compared to everyone else. And then in P3, I think we're going to find the current world champions McLaren. And then in P2, I think we're going to have Red Bull. I think they will still be strong, I think, at least, but not as strong as Mercedes. I think there's going to be a quite tight championship battle between them. But Mercedes, I think they're going to finish first. And then for the drivers' results, or drivers' final standings, I think that we will be finding Alex Albon in P10, actually performing better than Carlos Sainz. And then in P9, I think that we're going to find Esteban Ocon. Then in P8, I think we're going to find no one else than the Mexican Prime Minister of Defense, Sergio Perez. Then P7, I think that we're going to have Oliver Behrman. In P6, I think we're going to have Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc. Okay. I think that we're going to find in P5 the current world champion Lando Norris. But not as good as Oscar Piastri, who finishes P4 in the championship. And then in P3, I think that we are going to have Kimi Antonelli. And then in P2, the almost world champion 2025, Max Verstappen. And I think he's going to have a very close battle with a Mercedes. I think he's going to have a very close battle with the Mercedes of George Russell. And I think that George Russell is going to be a one-time world champion. And now to my other predictions. There will be some Mercedes and Red Bull controversy, including the FIA and not including the FIA, I think, or I'm quite sure. And then Max Verstappen loses the championship by less than 10 points. If you want to see more F1 predictions, you can like the video so that I know you want to see more. And also, if you want, you can subscribe. It would truly help me out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.